for signs someone doesn't value you. If any of these behaviors sound all too familiar, it might be a sign to reconsider who you allow in your inner circle. Remember, you deserve people who genuinely care about you, not just when it suits their convenience. 1. Disrespect and betrayal. Disrespect and betrayal are like rogue waves in a calm ocean, sudden, powerful, and capable of leaving you reeling. Imagine pouring your heart out to a loved one about a dream you've harbored for years, only to be met with a discouraging, "That's unrealistic." It's a subtle form of disrespect, chipping away at the foundation of your aspirations with a single dismissive comment. Now picture entrusting a secret to a seemingly reliable friend, only to overhear them casually relaying it to someone else. That's the gut-wrenching sting of betrayal, a violation of trust that leaves you feeling exposed and questioning who you can truly confide in. Disrespect and betrayal weave a dark thread throughout human history. From Brutus' betrayal of Julius Caesar to the countless instances of broken treaties and shattered alliances, these acts have left a trail of devastation. They serve as stark reminders of the importance of trust and the consequences of its violation. By understanding the past, we can learn to safeguard our present and future relationships. While the wounds of disrespect and betrayal can run deep, holding on to anger and resentment can only further imprison you. Forgiveness isn't about condoning the other person's actions. It's about releasing yourself from the grip of negativity. Imagine carrying a heavy stone around. It weighs you down and hinders your movement. Forgiveness is like putting that stone down, allowing yourself to move forward with lighter steps. It's a choice for your own well-being, not an act of absolution for the other person. Disrespect often masquerades as harmless teasing or playful jabs. A colleague might constantly make jokes at your expense, disguised as a friendly banter, but the underlying message is clear: they don't take you seriously. Or perhaps a family member habitually criticizes your life choices, veiled as a helpful advice. These seemingly innocuous actions, repeated over time, erode your self-esteem. It's like having tiny cracks appear in a seemingly solid wall. Each instance weakens the structure just a little bit more. Betrayal, however, goes straight for the jugular. Imagine working tirelessly on a project, sacrificing countless hours and sleepless nights, only to have a friend to steal your idea and present it as their own. The emotional fallout is immense, a concoction of anger, hurt, and a sense of deep disillusionment. You invested trust, energy, and a piece of yourself, only to have it snatched away with a cruel twist of the knife. The consequences of disrespect and betrayal can linger long after the initial incident. When someone consistently disregards your boundaries, it creates a breeding ground for anxiety and self-doubt. It's like living in a house with a faulty alarm system. You're constantly on edge, wondering when the next violation might occur. Betrayal, on the other hand, can leave you feeling emotionally scarred. It's like having a favorite book ripped from your hands, leaving you hesitant to pick up another one for fear of being disappointed again. But within this darkness lies a spark of hope. You have the power to reclaim your agency and rebuild trust. Start by communicating your boundaries clearly and assertively. If a friend consistently makes inappropriate comments, let them know their behavior is unacceptable. If a colleague gossips, address it directly or distance yourself from the negativity. Remember, silence often gets interpreted as consent. Not all relationships are meant to last forever. Some, like withered flowers, have simply run their course. If someone consistently disrespects you or betrays your trust, holding on to that connection will only prolong your pain. Letting go, even if it's difficult, can be a powerful act of self-love. It creates space for new, healthier connections to blossom. Imagine a cluttered room where you can barely move. Letting go is like clearing out the clutter, making space for things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Building healthy relationships requires cultivating self-respect first. Imagine yourself as a magnificent garden. Disrespect and betrayal are like weeds. They try to steal your nutrients and choke your growth. However, by setting healthy boundaries and surrounding yourself with supportive, respectful people, you nourish your garden and allow it to flourish. These individuals appreciate you for who you are and celebrate your dreams. They are the sunshine and rain that helps you blossom into your full potential. So, take a stand. Don't settle for relationships that leave you feeling diminished or disrespected. You deserve to be treated with kindness, honesty, and appreciation. Life is a journey best embarked upon with those who value your worth and celebrate your triumphs. By prioritizing your well-being and setting firm boundaries, you create a space where trust and respect can truly thrive. And remember, the strength to walk away from a situation that diminishes you is a power worth wielding. Sarah, a scientist with eyes that sparkled with curiosity, had dedicated years to a groundbreaking project on renewable energy. Every late night in the lab was fueled by a burning passion, the belief that her research could change the world. She confided in her best friend, Emily, sharing every breakthrough and frustration along the way. But trust, Sarah soon learned, can be a fragile thing. Studies show a sobering reality. A third of people have experienced betrayal by a close friend, just like Sarah did when Emily, consumed by ambition, leaked Sarah's research proposal to a rival lab. The betrayal was a gut punch. Imagine the raw pain. Surveys reveal that most people feel the deepest sting of betrayal from a close friend. The consequences were dire. Armed with Sarah's ideas, the rival lab published a strikingly similar paper first, stealing her thunder and potentially delaying the world's access to this vital research. This mirrored real-world effects of betrayal. Studies show victims often experience increased stress, anxiety, and depression. Sarah's initial passion morphed into a deep sense of disillusionment. She questioned both her research and her ability to trust anyone. But Sarah refused to be a victim. Research suggests resilience is key to overcoming betrayal. People who practice forgiveness and focus on the positive are more likely to heal. Sarah channeled her anger into action. She meticulously documented her research history, leaving an undeniable trail of her ideas. With the help of a supportive mentor, she reworked her proposal and submitted it to a different journal. This act of defiance echoed a survey finding. 70% of people report feeling empowered after overcoming betrayal. However, the experience left a mark. Sarah became more cautious, more selective about who she trusted. This wasn't surprising. Studies show people who experience betrayal tend to be more skeptical in future relationships. Though painful, this ordeal became a turning point for Sarah. She learned the invaluable lesson of self-reliance and the importance of clear boundaries. She surrounded herself with colleagues who respected her work and valued her integrity. Years later, her research on renewable energy finally gained recognition, with her groundbreaking paper being published in a prestigious journal. The journey was long and arduous, but Sarah emerged stronger. Her story is a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity and claim its rightful place in the world. 2. Ghosting in communication. Have you ever experienced that sinking feeling of sending a heartfelt message only to be met with silence? It's akin to shouting into an abyss, hoping for an echo that never comes. This phenomenon, known as ghosting, goes beyond mere communication silence. It's a poignant indicator of someone's investment in your relationship. When messages go unanswered, calls are avoided, and genuine interest in your life seems non-existent, it speaks volumes about where you stand with that person. Communication forms the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. It's not just about exchanging words, it's about feeling heard, understood, and valued. When someone consistently ghosts you, it's as if they're putting up an invisible barrier, choosing to remain distant and disengaged. This behavior can leave you questioning your worth and the sincerity of their intentions. Are they too busy? Are they intentionally avoiding you? These unanswered questions can sow seeds of doubt and frustration, eroding the trust and closeness that should naturally flourish between two people who care about each other. Moreover, the impact of ghosting extends beyond the immediate silence. It can affect your emotional well-being, leaving you feeling neglected and unimportant. It's natural to seek reciprocity in communication, to expect that the effort you put into reaching out will be met with equal enthusiasm. When it isn't, it can lead to feelings of rejection and loneliness. After all, meaningful relationships thrive on mutual engagement and responsiveness, not one-sided efforts that fall on deaf ears. Ghosting also reveals much about the other person's priorities and values. In today's interconnected world, where technology enables instant communication, choosing to ignore someone's attempts to connect sends a powerful message. It suggests that maintaining a relationship with you isn't a priority for them, or perhaps they lack the emotional maturity to handle difficult conversations or confrontations. In either case, it highlights a misalignment in how both parties perceive the relationship's importance and the effort required to sustain it. Sometimes, the reasons behind ghosting can be complex and varied. It might stem from fear of confrontation, avoidance of uncomfortable conversations, or simply a lack of interest. Whatever the cause, the result is often the same: a growing distance between two individuals who were once connected. This distance can breed resentment and hurt, further deteriorating the foundation of trust that relationships are built upon. Interestingly, the prevalence of ghosting in modern relationships underscores larger societal shifts in communication norms. With the rise of digital interactions, the boundaries of social etiquette and acceptable behavior continue to evolve. What was once considered rude or insensitive may now be perceived as commonplace, albeit no less hurtful. This cultural shift raises important questions about how we define respect and consideration in our interactions with others, especially in the realm of romantic and platonic relationships. Navigating the aftermath of ghosting requires introspection and self-care. It's essential to recognize your own worth and not internalize someone else's inability or unwillingness to communicate effectively. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, openness, and a willingness to address challenges together. If ghosting becomes a pattern in your interactions with someone, it may be an opportunity to reassess whether that relationship aligns with your values and emotional needs. Ultimately, while ghosting can be painful and confusing, it can also serve as a valuable lesson in self-worth and discernment. It prompts us to prioritize relationships that are reciprocal, supportive, and built on genuine connection. By honoring our own boundaries and expectations, we create space for relationships that uplift and enrich our lives, where communication flows freely and both parties feel valued and understood. In conclusion, ghosting in communication is more than just silence. It's a powerful signal of where priorities lie and the depth of emotional investment in a relationship. Recognizing this behavior empowers us to cultivate connections that are authentic and fulfilling, where communication is a cornerstone of mutual respect and care. In the glittering court of Elizabethan England, Queen Elizabeth I reigned as a powerful monarch known for her intelligence, political savvy, and iconic status as the Virgin Queen. Amidst courtly intrigue and international tensions, one figure stood out in her inner circle: Robert Dudley, Earl of Leicester, a charismatic nobleman known for his charm, ambition, and unwavering loyalty to the Queen. Their story began in childhood when Robert Dudley and Elizabeth Tudor formed a close bond as companions and confidants. Their shared experiences, including the tumultuous events of Elizabeth's early life, forged a deep emotional connection that would endure through the years. As they matured, their relationship evolved into a complex blend of friendship, political partnership, and undeniable romantic tension. Despite Robert Dudley's marriage to Amy Robsart, Elizabeth's affection for him remained steadfast. Their correspondence and private meetings became channels for expressing their deepest thoughts, fears, and hopes. Letters exchanged between them were not just diplomatic missives, but intimate conversations filled with longing and unspoken desires, carefully veiled under the guise of political discourse. The court of Elizabeth I buzzed with speculation about the nature of their relationship. Gossips whispered of secret trysts and clandestine meetings, while courtiers vied for favor and influence over the Queen's affections. Yet, amidst the political gamesmanship and courtly intrigues, Elizabeth and Robert's bond endured, a testament to their mutual understanding and emotional connection. However, their relationship faced numerous obstacles. Robert Dudley's marriage to Amy Robsart, who died under mysterious circumstances in 1560, cast a shadow of scandal and suspicion over their association. Elizabeth's duties as queen demanded her attention to matters of state and diplomacy, often keeping them apart for extended periods. Despite these challenges, their letters bridged the physical distance, serving as lifelines that sustained their emotional connection. The depth of their relationship was most evident during moments of personal crisis and triumph. When Robert Dudley faced accusations and scrutiny from political rivals, Elizabeth stood by his side, offering support and reassurance through carefully crafted letters and private audiences. Their communication became a lifeline amidst the turbulent currents of court politics, reinforcing their bond as allies and confidants. And then, the story of Elizabeth I and Robert Dudley is a poignant reminder of the power of communication in matters of the heart and state. Their letters, filled with declarations of loyalty, affection, and mutual admiration, transcend the boundaries of time and rank. They reveal a complex tapestry of emotions, love, duty, ambition, and sacrifice that shaped their personal and political lives. The relationship between Elizabeth I and Robert Dudley exemplifies how communication, whether through letters, private conversations, or symbolic gestures, can illuminate the inner workings of history's most captivating personalities. Their story is a testament to the enduring power of emotional connection and the profound impact of intimate communication on shaping both personal destinies and historical legacies. Or let's delve deeper into the captivating and tumultuous relationship between Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera, exploring how their passionate emotions and intricate communication dynamics shaped their personal and artistic journeys. Frida Kahlo, with her unapologetic embrace of Mexican indigenous culture and intense self-portraits, first encountered Diego Rivera, the larger-than-life muralist and communist activist, in Mexico City during the early 1920s. Rivera, already celebrated for his monumental murals depicting Mexican history and social struggles, was instantly captivated by Kahlo's fierce intellect, bold artistic style, and magnetic presence. Their initial meeting sparked a passionate connection that transcended conventional boundaries of age and temperament. Despite their stark differences, Rivera, older and exuberant in his political fervor, and Kahlo, younger and introspective with a penchant for surrealism, they were drawn to each other's artistic genius and shared commitment to Mexican cultural identity. Their courtship unfolded amidst Mexico's vibrant art scene and revolutionary fervor, where they engaged in spirited debates, collaborated on artistic projects, and navigated the complexities of love and fidelity. Their relationship was characterized by intense emotional highs and lows. Rivera's charismatic charm and Kahlo's fiery spirit fueled a whirlwind romance marked by passionate exchanges and artistic collaboration. Kahlo's paintings, infused with symbolism and raw emotion, often depicted their tumultuous relationship, exploring themes of love, pain, and resilience with unflinching honesty. In turn, Rivera's monumental murals celebrated Mexico's indigenous heritage and social struggles, reflecting his admiration for Kahlo's unwavering spirit and indigenous roots. However, their union was far from conventional. Rivera's numerous affairs, including an affair with Kahlo's younger sister, Cristina, deeply wounded Kahlo and tested the boundaries of their marriage. Despite these betrayals, Kahlo's love for Rivera remained steadfast, and their relationship evolved into a complex tapestry of loyalty, forgiveness, and mutual artistic inspiration. Their communication extended beyond verbal exchanges. Kahlo's letters to Rivera, brimming with passion and vulnerability, revealed her innermost thoughts and emotions, serving as a conduit for expressing her love and anguish during periods of separation. In return, Rivera's letters, often infused with poetic admiration and remorse, sought to mend the fractures in their tumultuous relationship and reaffirm their artistic partnership. One poignant example of their communication's depth was during Kahlo's prolonged hospital stays due to her deteriorating health. Despite physical distance, they exchanged letters filled with longing and devotion, offering solace and strength during moments of emotional turbulence. These letters not only bridged the physical gap, but also preserved the intimacy and emotional connection that defined their enduring bond. Their relationship, characterized by its passionate intensity and artistic symbiosis, left an indelible mark on 20th-century art history. Beyond personal struggles, Kahlo and Rivera's partnership influenced Mexican art and cultural identity, challenging societal norms and reshaping the narrative of artistic expression. Their legacy continues to inspire artists and admirers worldwide, underscoring the transformative power of love, forgiveness, and honest communication in navigating the complexities of personal and artistic life. Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera's relationship exemplifies how communication, whether through art, letters, or shared passion, transcends personal differences and societal expectations. Their story is a testament to the enduring power of emotional connection and the transformative impact of honest, intimate communication in shaping both personal destinies and artistic legacies that resonate through time. 3. Center of attention. When someone becomes the center of attention in every conversation, it often indicates a deep-seated self-absorption that affects their relationships. This behavior can manifest in various ways, from constantly steering discussions back to themselves to downplaying or dismissing others' contributions. In social settings, these individuals may monopolize conversations, leaving little room for others to share their thoughts or experiences. Studies have shown that individuals who exhibit narcissistic traits tend to seek admiration and validation, often at the expense of genuine connection with others. For example, in group settings, a person with narcissistic tendencies might consistently interrupt others or redirect discussions to highlight their achievements or experiences. This behavior not only diminishes the contributions of others, but also reinforces their belief that their perspective is the most important. Over time, this pattern can alienate friends and colleagues who may feel unheard or undervalued in the relationship. In professional environments, self-absorbed individuals may prioritize their career advancement over team collaboration. They might take credit for team accomplishments or undermine colleagues' efforts to shine the spotlight on themselves. Research indicates that workplaces with high levels of narcissism among employees can experience decreased productivity and morale, as team dynamics suffer from lack of cooperation and trust. In personal relationships, a partner who dominates every conversation with stories of their own successes or challenges may fail to provide emotional support or validation to their significant other. This imbalance can lead to feelings of neglect or frustration in the relationship, as the needs and feelings of the less dominant partner are consistently overlooked. According to psychological studies, narcissistic behaviors can be rooted in childhood experiences where individuals were either excessively praised or neglected by caregivers. This early environment may have shaped their belief that their needs and desires are more important than those of others. As a result, they may struggle to empathize with others' perspectives or prioritize their feelings in interpersonal interactions. For instance, individuals with narcissistic tendencies may exhibit a lack of empathy towards others' emotions or struggles, instead focusing on how situations affect them personally. This self-centered perspective can hinder their ability to form meaningful connections or maintain close relationships, as empathy and reciprocity are essential components of healthy interpersonal dynamics. In social psychology, the concept of narcissism is often associated with inflated self-importance and a need for constant admiration. Research has shown that individuals who score high on measures of narcissism tend to exhibit lower levels of empathy and compassion towards others, as their focus remains primarily on their own desires and aspirations. For example, in therapeutic settings, clients with narcissistic personality traits may initially seek treatment for issues such as depression or anxiety, but struggle to engage in meaningful self-reflection or recognize the impact of their behavior on others. Therapy can help individuals with narcissistic tendencies develop healthier relationship patterns by encouraging self-awareness and empathy towards others' perspectives. When someone consistently dominates every conversation and shows little interest in others' lives or feelings, it can be a sign of underlying narcissistic tendencies. This behavior not only affects their interpersonal relationships, but also reflects a deeper need for validation and admiration. Recognizing these patterns can help individuals seek support and develop healthier ways of relating to others, fostering more balanced and fulfilling connections in their personal and professional lives. Encountering such individuals can be both fascinating and frustrating. Their ability to command attention can initially appear charismatic, drawing others into their orbit. Yet, over time, their self-centeredness becomes apparent. You might find yourself longing for meaningful dialogue where your thoughts and emotions are valued as much as theirs. This dynamic can strain relationships as the imbalance in attention leaves one party feeling neglected or undervalued. In social settings, these individuals often excel at storytelling, captivating audiences with their animated narratives. Their anecdotes tend to revolve around personal achievements or dramatic experiences, subtly reinforcing their role as the central figure. This narrative dominance can subtly influence group dynamics, shaping interactions around their perspectives and experiences. It becomes a challenge to redirect conversations towards a more inclusive exchange where everyone feels heard and respected. Ironically, their need for constant affirmation can lead to a shallow understanding of others' lives. Genuine empathy takes a back seat when conversations consistently orbit around their own world. They may overlook cues signaling others' discomfort or disinterest, perpetuating a cycle of self-focused dialogue. This obliviousness to social cues can strain friendships and professional relationships, as others struggle to connect on a deeper, more mutual level. From a Stoic perspective, such behavior contrasts sharply with the ideal of virtue and selflessness. Stoics emphasize the importance of empathy and understanding in fostering meaningful connections. The self-absorbed individual, consumed by their own narrative, may miss opportunities for personal growth and genuine connection. Their focus on validation through external attention perpetuates a fragile sense of self-worth, dependent on continual affirmation rather than intrinsic values. Navigating interactions with self-centered individuals requires patience and self-awareness. Recognizing their need for validation can foster compassion, understanding the roots of their behavior without enabling it. Setting boundaries becomes crucial, asserting your own need for reciprocity in conversations and relationships. By gently redirecting the dialogue towards shared interests or inviting others' perspectives, you can encourage a more balanced exchange where everyone's voice is heard. In some cases, confronting their self-absorption directly may lead to introspection and positive change. Honest feedback, offered with empathy and respect, can prompt self-reflection and awareness of how their behavior impacts others. This approach requires tact and sensitivity, emphasizing mutual respect while addressing the imbalance in communication styles. Ultimately, understanding the dynamics of self-centeredness goes beyond surface observations. It delves into the complexities of human behavior, revealing insecurities and psychological patterns that shape interpersonal interactions. By fostering empathy and striving for genuine connection, we can navigate these dynamics with integrity and compassion, honoring both our own needs and those of others in our social spheres. 4. Absent in the time of need. Absence during times of need speaks volumes about the depth of a relationship. When faced with challenges, whether personal or professional, we naturally seek support from those we believe care about us. Those who are conspicuously absent during these moments reveal more about their priorities and their level of genuine concern. Consider a scenario where you've been tirelessly working towards a personal goal, hoping for encouragement or simply a listening ear. The people who consistently show up and actively engage with your progress are the ones who value your journey. Their consistent presence is a testament to their investment in your well-being and success. Conversely, those who disappear when the going gets tough may not prioritize your needs or may lack the empathy to understand your struggles. In relationships, whether friendships or romantic connections, mutual support during difficult times is crucial. It's in these moments of vulnerability that we truly understand the depth of our bonds. Those who are absent when you're facing challenges may not possess the emotional maturity or the capacity to provide the support you need. This absence could stem from a variety of reasons, such as their own insecurities, inability to handle emotional situations, or simply a lack of understanding of what true support entails. Moreover, the impact of absence during times of need extends beyond the immediate situation. It can erode trust and create a sense of disappointment or even resentment. Trust is built on reliability and consistency, especially in moments where you rely on someone's presence or emotional support. When someone repeatedly fails to show up during your times of need, it can strain the relationship and cause you to question their commitment and reliability. On the flip side, those who consistently demonstrate their presence and support during tough times strengthen the fabric of the relationship. Their actions speak louder than words, showcasing their genuine care and concern for your well-being. These individuals understand the importance of standing by you, not just in moments of celebration, but also in moments of struggle. In professional settings, the dynamics are not entirely dissimilar. Colleagues who are absent during challenging projects or difficult deadlines may not be reliable team members. Effective teamwork often hinges on mutual support and collaboration, especially when navigating complex or stressful situations. Those who consistently contribute and offer assistance during these times demonstrate their commitment to shared goals and the team's success. Understanding the reasons behind someone's absence during times of need can also provide insights into their character and priorities. It's important to consider factors such as personal circumstances, conflicting priorities, or even differences in communication styles that may contribute to their perceived absence. However, consistent patterns of absence without valid reasons may indicate a lack of genuine care or investment in the relationship. When navigating relationships requires a delicate balance of giving and receiving support. While it's natural for people to have varying capacities for empathy and support, mutual respect and understanding are essential. Those who consistently show up and demonstrate their support during your moments of vulnerability are likely to be the ones who value your relationship and prioritize your well-being. It's a telling indicator of the strength and sincerity of a relationship. Whether in personal or professional contexts, those who are consistently present and supportive during challenging times demonstrate their commitment and care. Conversely, those who are absent may unintentionally reveal their true priorities or limitations in providing meaningful support. Building strong, supportive relationships requires mutual respect, empathy, and a willingness to be there for each other through both the highs and lows of life. In exploring the 4 behaviors that indicate someone doesn't value you, it becomes clear that self-worth is intricately tied to how we allow others to treat us. Recognizing these behaviors, dismissiveness, inconsistency, lack of respect for boundaries, and taking you for granted, empowers us to reclaim our value and set healthier boundaries in all relationships. It's crucial to remember that our worth is not defined by how others treat us, but rather by how we choose to respond to those who do not appreciate us. Learning to identify these behaviors is the first step towards fostering relationships built on mutual respect and appreciation. By acknowledging and addressing these signs early on, we create space for authentic connections where our value is recognized and honored. This process involves introspection and courage, asking ourselves tough questions about what we deserve and being willing to walk away from relationships that diminish our self-worth. Moreover, understanding these behaviors enables us to cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness and confidence in our worth. It's about setting clear expectations and holding ourselves accountable to them. Choosing to surround ourselves with people who uplift and cherish us reinforces our intrinsic value and strengthens our emotional well-being. This journey is not just about recognizing red flags, but actively choosing to invest in relationships that align with our values and nurture our growth. Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Your commitment to understanding and valuing your worth is inspiring. Remember, each of us deserves to be surrounded by those who see our worth and celebrate it. We look forward to exploring more insightful topics with you next time. Don't hesitate to leave your comment below. If you like it, please just comment a 1. Until then, take care and continue to prioritize relationships that uplift and honor the unique individual that you are. See you in the next video.